filmmakers to pop culture. If it's Jersey, it's on Jersey Central with Burt Barron.
Learn it, know it, live it.
On the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey.
808, hour number 3 of Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. It is Burt Barron. Good morning to you. Contest coming up. In this 8 o'clock hour, UFC DVD prize pack. We'll give you the chance to win that, and we'll talk about a big pay-per-view that is coming up this Saturday as well. Some need-to-know things, and we've got a whole bunch of cool things that we're going to share with you coming up. But let's go to the Raritan Bay Medical Center Jersey Newsmaker Hotline. Welcome in our special guest, a longtime friend and a curator of the New Jersey International Film Festival Summer 2016, which is kicking off very soon. Let's welcome Professor Al back to WCTC Radio this morning. Good morning, Al. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Bert. Thanks for having me on again.
Always a pleasure, my friend. And here we go, the International Film Festival Summer 2016. And here we go. It's time, right?
Yeah, it starts on Saturday. 3 straight weekends. We'll have 2 evening screenings throughout that time period, so 6 screenings total. We've got 21 films that were selected out of 366 entries that were submitted from around the world. And this is the creme de la creme.
Now, does this differ from your other film festivals, Professor Al, in that your other ones you only take films domestically, and since this is international, it's a global event?
No, they're very similar in terms of how we accept entries. Way back when, before there were a ton of film festivals around, I was the shrewd entrepreneur, and I trademarked both names.
Wow.
And the International Film Festival was the first call for entries festival where we would put out a call and people would submit films to us. And the fall and spring New Jersey film festivals were more second-run art house movies.
Mm-hmm.
But that changed about 7-8 years ago with the changing landscape. You know, films come out on demand right away, so you can see it in the theater or you can see it in your home. That meant that it wasn't really set up for what we were trying to do, which was to premiere films in the area. So we shifted the New Jersey Film Festival, the biannual one, to a call for entries festival as well. So that's really the only difference. I must say the summer program is shorter. There's not as many screenings. That's the only difference.
Okay,
really.
Okay. Well, give us an overview, Professor.
Well, we have
talk about the schedule.
Our wonderful opening night program, Saturday, June 4th, features some really wonderful films. You know, there's always themes. You get a batch of films, and then you see a number of films dealing with the same issue. And this year, the issue of home or returning home was something that we found as a common denominator. And it's no accident that the first feature film we'll be screening on Saturday, June 4th, which is getting its East Coast premiere, is called Occupy Texas. And there is a little connection to the Occupy movement, although, as the director and the writer have said, they have no dog in that fight. It's really much more a family drama along the lines of Little Miss Sunshine. It's a low-budget indie film, although it looks like millions of dollars were put into it. It's really well shot. It features the daughter of director Richard Linklater. She was in the movie Boyhood, Lorelei Linkletter, and she's one of the leads in this film, which focuses on a young man who has to come home, and he's forced to come home because his parents have been killed in a car accident, and he has to take care of his 2 sisters and become the estate manager, which is something he's not really well equipped to do. But it's a feel-good movie. It's really funny. It's sexy. The 3 leads, the 2 sisters and the lead, Jean Gallerano, who's also the writer, it's a tour de force performance by him. And the director, Jeff Barry, will actually be at the screening as well, doing an intro and a Q&A. But there's three great short films, too. We have Melissa Leo, Academy Award winner. She's in the very first film we'll be screening, which is a short by Jeff Tan called Mother's Day. And it's a very sad film about a mother who's terminally ill and the interaction with her son. But it's another tour de force performance by Melissa Leo. We have Jeff Needs Ice Cream, which I think is a film right up your alley. David Conte's film is it's a comedic film about a young man who goes to his friend's apartment to finish off his remaining weed. And
up my alley? What does that mean?
When you're a young man.
Oh, okay.
And he finds out that, once he's done all this, that there's no ice cream in the freezer for the munchies. so he has to go out in a blizzard to search it out. It's a really hysterical film.
Well, you're right. Now, I'd love to see that. You're right.
Yeah. And then I thought that the next film is by a Jersey native. Nicholas Stonehouse's film, The Class Acts, is a great film about a vaudeville troupe trying to get its act together, and he's going to be there too. So that's the opening night performance. We got 3 short films and a feature, and then on Sunday night, 3 films, again focusing on the home as some kind of an underpinning to all of these films. What Martha Said is by Montclair native Susan Skoog, who is known for her feature film Whatever, which was an indie hit in the 90s, I believe. And she's coming back now doing a series, a web series that's hopefully going to translate into a weekly program. And this is called What Martha Said, and it's about a vindictive mom who goes after one of her rivals, and it's really, really well acted. Wifey Redux by Robert McKeon. He's from Venice, California. His short film is based on Irish author Kevin Barry's short story. It's a dark comedy about a father doing everything he can to block his teenage daughter from her new boyfriend, and it's really a lot of fun as well. Chris Brown's film, The Other Kids, he's from San Francisco. He's coming to the screening. It's getting its premiere in the area as well. It's a kind of a mix of a documentary and a feature film where it focuses on 6 high school kids about to graduate and getting ready for the real world. And the 6 kids kind of co-created the film with the director. So it's really quite an unusual film.
Sounds like a great array of films, once again, Professor Al. Where can someone go for the schedule and for information, parking, ticketing, all that stuff?
All that stuff you can find at our website, which is njfilmfest.com. You just click on where it says schedule, work your way to the bottom of the page. We have some promotions. Jimmy John's of New Brunswick will be providing free food prior to all of the screenings.
Excellent.
And a new promotion, Capital Corn and Confections. They're from Ewing, New Jersey. They're going to be providing free popcorn.
Oh, great.
So you got a whole meal. You get to watch the films. You don't have to pay much more than you would in a multiplex. It's $12 general, $10 for students and seniors. Plus, you get to meet the filmmakers. It's really a great experience.
Great stuff, Professor Al. And again, next week we're going to get back to our interview series with some of the filmmakers, right?
You'll have filmmakers next week calling in. You'll have Eva Marie Perrine. She did a documentary about the Jersey City music scene, and she's going to be on hand. We'll also have Augusta Palmer, who's the daughter of Robert Palmer, who is a famous music critic for the Times and for the Rolling Stone magazine. She has a wonderful animation film called A is for II. She's going to be on your program.
Mm-hmm.
And we have probably the one we've sold the most tickets for so far is Kurdistan, which is a film also about returning home. This man was exiled from his homeland. There's lots of problems in this area of the world because the Kurds are reviled by the Turks and the Iraqis, and this man is a musician, and he goes home because he wants to experience his homeland after he's been gone for 20 years, and he falls into a deep depression, and he turns to his old music master to kind of find his way forward. And it's, again, a mix of documentary and feature. It features the real people in a fictional setting. And the great thing about this is the lead character, who's also the subject of the film, Dalil Dinar, is going to be there. He's coming from Europe for the screening, and he's going to do a duduk performance. He's going to be performing on this very famous instrument for our audience, as well as talking about the movie.
Good stuff, Professor Al. Sounds like you put together another winner of a festival. So
thank you so much, and we're so proud of having WCTC as a sponsor.
Absolutely.
We treasure that.
My honor, my friend. Great talking to you this morning, and good luck with the festival, and we'll chat again soon, sir, all right?
Thanks. Take care, Bert.
All right, you too, Professor Al. Thank you. All right, Professor Al,